Dead Zone Explorer. This game's by Bizarrio. So let's go ahead, take this. I think this game was inspired by Iron Lung. It was mentioned, which is a game we ended up playing during the Honest Jam as a horror game. So, explore the Dead Zone, a place in the ocean devoid of life. The Dead Zone. Ocean phenomenon. Hypoxic, low oxygen areas in the world's ocean, large lakes. Hypoxia occurs when dissolved oxygen concentration falls to below 2 milligram of O2 per litre. When a body of water experiences hypoxic conditions, aquatic flora and fauna begin to change behaviour in order to reach sections of the water with higher oxygen levels. Once DO declines below 0.2 milliliter, mass mortality occurs. Such low concentration of this, these bodies of water fail to support the aquatic life living there. Historically, many of these sites were naturally occurring. However, in the 1970s, oceanographers began noticing increasing instances of expanses of dead zones. These occur near inhabited coastlines where aquatic life is mostly concentrated. 146 dead zones in the world's oceans where marine life could not be supported due to depleted oxygen levels. Some of the waters were as small as a square kilometre. The largest dead zone covered 70,000 square kilometres. Okay, so that's interesting. It's all around the bloody UK. Interesting how few there are in other places, though. There's a lot around the States. It seems to be like busy docks, pollution. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't seem somewhere I'd like to go swim in. Anyway, interesting to read a little bit about that. They did all of the code and the art. They didn't do any sound or music. His son got involved in the art as well, which is cool. Anything you changed? No, not at all. Or did you enjoy the jam? Not at all. That's not the jam's fault. If I could start over, I'd probably do something completely different. It took me far too long to wrap my head around the Unity job system, and I still don't get most of it. Oh, poor Bizarrio. Game dev can be like that sometimes. Added control support that I think works. I was busy remapping stuff with controls, which I didn't finish. So basically, I didn't. Ah, dear. Let's have a play, shall we? So my son decided the protagonist's son's name's Jerry, and Jerry drew his dad a picture to take to work. At least something in this is special. Okay, so whilst to move around, you can try and use the gamepad to see if it picks it up, but in a browser it may not do. So E is to interact. Okay, yeah. Q is to kind of get out of things or stop interacting. Space. Hold tab. And that'll try and stabilize it. Yeah, it's a vast amount of things in this. So the ocean became a dead zone. There's nothing to see. The world is infinite in all directions, as infinite as floating points allow, but going up would suck because terrain only starts generating lower down. All the post-processing was also for oh crikey, you didn't have a good jam, poor Bizarrio, to get a nice underwater look and still keep things visible. Volumetric lights, didn't have it. Okay, let's give this a go. So I don't think there's going to be much of an objective with this one, or much to see, but let's check it out. regardless, we do encourage people to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've hit explore. Ooh, okay, the mouse isn't bound to the... Okay, now it is. Oh, look at this. So his son, or the character's son, did that picture of him to bring to work. So we're in a little submarine. This is, like, you can see, like, the iron lung kind of inspiration. Take control of the Neptune. Okay, so we can thrust. I'm using space to thrust and then WSAD to kind of look around. I think, as he said, there's not going to be particular things to find, so we're just going to like look at the terrain, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, it does seem like there's a bit of visual hitch every now and then. So I can hold tab and that'll like equalize me. To bring me back. So is the color maybe if there's something close to my side? I think it is. So, oh, where did that go? Okay, so that looks like a big thing. Oh, yeah. So the color is related to if you're near to something. Yeah, if there was like a means to like what you should be exploring and trying to find, it'd be cool. I like the display though. Controls seem fine as well. And I think oh yeah, it naturally seems to like stable itself up, I think. But I like the like you get that with underwater. It's like you can't see much at all, so you have that kind of curiosity of like what are you gonna find. Oh crikey, it remembered my velocity, I think. I don't know what happened then. Oh no. It's like I'm stuck in full... I can't stop moving. Yeah, I'm like in the middle of a bunch of stuff at the moment. I've got myself wedged in the middle of... Yeah, when I took control of it, it just almost lost control. I don't know why it's spinning now. Like I'm not pressing anything and it's doing this. Not too sure if it remembered it did, but base velocity is remembered from what you were doing when you jumped out. Crikey. Oh, I think the problem is I'm just tapping Q. You meant to a tab. You meant to hold it to stabilize. So maybe I did that and it like bings you a bit. I'm not sure. The controls seem a lot less responsive now, though. Don't know if it's like the deeper you go, you can't harder to turn, or whether it's glitched out a little bit. I can still turn, but it just feels a lot more difficult to do. Atmosphere is good though. It's like I am curious by like even just like these kind of shapes, you know. It does make you want to go close and see, like, you know, is there a small place that I could... Uh-oh, I may have gone a bit too close to the wall. Like, is there a small hole I can go through? But from the description that he gave, it sounds like there may not be too much for you to actually find. But I think it's cool regardless. Little submarine's nice. Okay, I guess the interaction zone is just regardless of which way you're looking. And we got the lovely picture of Jerry at the end as well. So yeah, okay, well I'll call it there because it seems like I'm a bit stuck as well. It's not moving in the same way it was before. I don't know quite why that is. So yeah, we'll call it there anyway. Tapping tab does that. You hold it, it balances that. Anyway, okay, cool. No, it was a nice little experience though. Let's go and write some feedback. Where is the page here? I enjoyed learning about the what were they called? The dead zones. Thanks for taking part. I know it sounds like it was a stressful one for you. Tell your son the art was cool. It felt good and atmospheric, despite knowing that there wasn't anything to find down there. My curiosity was still piqued. Piqued? How'd you spell it? Is it like that? With the limited vision and the atmosphere. I did feel the Iron Lung inspiration, which was a good thing. Controls felt good. Just got to a point when I started crashing the sub that it felt like it was hard to recover if I was up against a bunch of terrain. Also, just tapping tab to stabilize would send me spinning sometimes, instead whereas holding it worked as intended.